never want to lose. Unfortunately, a lifetime of shots to the brain, some fists, some whiskey, have made the old bread box less trustworthy than a Pandoran arms dealer. So I offloaded my most important memories to the handsomest, most charming men I knew. My digital clones. They stayed in the Echo Net and kept me memories safe, so as I could visit them every once in a while. Like the kids I hopefully didn't have. But don't worry, as is always the case when you're feeling good, the galaxies will rally to correct that. Here's a joke for you. A guy walks into a bar and realizes he's just been murdered. Or one of my memories was, at least. Permanently deleted from the Echo Net. It shouldn't have been possible, but the data was sound. Mine, though, clearly wasn't. Who'd killed my memory clone? And why? I was too close to solve this kind of case myself. So I called for help. I only hoped they were up to the task. Perfect timing, boyo. Got a mystery to sort. Could use some help. What do you say? Ready to find out who killed my memory, Zane?
Memory, Zane?
Some years back, I realized my mind wasn't as sharp as I'd like. Was messing about with a new version of my clones. Decided to turn the failed ones into a sort of living memory bank, you might say. And that's how we got Memzanes. Clones I could have a proper chat with, each holding a different bit of my memory.
And someone deleted one?
Exactly. Impenetrable system, state of the art, only accessible by yours truly, or you, once you're read it. And yet, someone cracked it. You gotta find out who killed me, Memzane.
You wish me to solve a cyber murder?
If that's how you want to put it, sure, go on. The killing took place in that arcade game called Private Dick. I'd go with you, but someone has to stay here to get you back out when you're done. So, best of luck in there. Looking at my special loot, huh? Well, quit your looking. You haven't earned it yet.
I wasn't one for monologuing, save for poetry. But for this case, I'd have to make an exception. My telltale laconic speaking style would have to take a brief hiatus, but they never take away my multisyllabic vocabulary. I'd expended enough time thesaurus hopping. It was time to investigate the crime scene. It didn't add up. If the digital Zane had been deleted, why not just make a new one?
With how quickly memories degrade, each new version is worse than the last. This Memzane held my most important memories. Some new ones in there of Levane, but most were decades old and of the best people I ever met. I promise I'd never let them be truly forgotten. But now, that promise will be more difficult to keep.
My blackened heart turned red as my knuckles went white. This blue-collar victim was no bad Leroy Brown. It was time to start asking for the gray details.
A violent deletion? Ah, for feck's sake, a vault hunter. Say, a murder in Digital City? That's news, all right. If you find a scoop, be sure to share it with your old journalist friend. Maybe I'll cut you in on a slice of the action. Hey! Scanning the scene should give us a clue or two about where the killer went next. Their digital signature should be linked directly to the blood spatter.
Mercy in the afterlife. The order spreads fear, and I will stop the spread. didn't add up. This scene was bloody. But last I checked, you needed a body to produce blood. At least, that's what I learned in biology class. Maybe I should have paid. Better attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed some figures watching me investigate the scene. Out of the corner of my other eye, I saw one of those annoying little floater thingies. The first one seemed more likely to land me some information. The figures disappeared as soon as I approached, but who could blame them? Sometimes even I get intimidated simply by looking in the mirror.
Decapitated, huh? Woof. Found one of the tokens. Find some more, and maybe I let you trade them in for some special loot after you've solved this case. some prints off of that bottle. Bring those glues over here so I can take a look. An eviction notice. But the name and address are scratched out. That's a Digizane, all right. What a waste. Strange brand.
For the last time, I want you out. Vault Hunter's got no jurisdiction in my city.
The policeman attempted to intimidate me. It was cute. So was he. Or would be after I'd downed a few. Footprints can solve a case, but you can't just pick them up and put them in your pocket. Trust me, I tried. And just like that, everything made sense. The clues told me everything I needed to know, and I was a good listener. Digizane hadn't died here. He'd been moved. I needed to find the original murder scene. I decided to take a walk and keep my eyes open.
The Timekeeper cannot protect you!
Something's off near you. Part of the game is seeing you with some sort of virus to get rid of. Might be a lead on the case, or might just be some weird bug in the code. Careful either way.
Show me a warrior's soul!
Clean up on aisle! Shit! I should have thought of a clever aisle before I started speaking. Without him around, I'll have to be more careful on what links I click. Oh well. Small price to pay for loot. Respond with you in there. It's only been modified to allow myself in with no issues. But I guess us vault hunters are used to things trying to kill us day in and day out. So, business as usual then, maybe. Should come back shortly. Scrap of paper is an eviction notice for facing Skyline Chambers. Hope to have an in for you soon. Nice one. That scan linked the killer's digital signature with the blood spatter. We should be able to track them further now.
Footprints. The oldest clue in the book.
Hey, something near you is giving me all sorts of interference. Having a real hard time tracking you in there. Not sure if it's the killer or what, but keep your eyes open. And just like that, you found enough tokens to open one of my special loot chests.
Name on the eviction notice says Blade Diaz, apartment 432. Not exactly a block known for its hospitality, so keep your head on a swivel. Or three.
Blade Diaz. Sounded like the name of a murderer, sure. Or a razor salesman.
Well, seems the fixer finally found something it couldn't fix.
The elevator needed to be hacked, and not the kind I did with my blades. Thankfully, my friend Echo 4 was around to help. The apartments reeked with answers I could almost taste. Not like a sour candy, not that strong, but like a full-bodied red wine that is subtle at first, but slowly reveals notes of citrus. Between the wine and the digital blood, this case was already steeped in red. I do not drink white wine because I am not a slut.
Nobody's home! Now leave before nobody fills you full of lead!
I thought about knocking the door down, but figured I'd have a bit of fun with the perp instead. Nice place. A bit small, though.
Okay, I give! Just don't kill me!
Your name was found at a murder scene. Explain.
Ah, jeez! You, my stupid eviction notice fell out of my pocket somewhere. But I didn't kill the guy. I only moved the body like Bruno told me to. Swear on my mum's grave. He's a clubber aura.
Sure hope nothing you kill in there is important to the game's code. You'd think it'd be fine. But once, I found a file that was just a photo of a baby thrasher. Huh? Deleting it would cause the game to crash every time you load it up. So strange. Fingerprints on the bottle match one Bruno Hawk, bartender. It'll be easy to find. If you can get in, that is.
should run a diagnostic on my joints.
You're not getting in.
Wrong. Your order!
power back means nothing without the access code. Damn fools thinking we're all idiots. I was top of my class, you know. And don't you dare say it doesn't count just because it was in prison and there was only 3 of us. The top is the top and you'll never reach me. Just leave already. Okay, I'll give. I'll talk.
He was down. There would be no second wind. I told him to explain his fingerprints on the bottle found in the crime scene.
Look, I didn't do it, but I know where it happened. The roofs at Nexus Arc. He was already dead when I got there. You gotta believe me.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. How are things looking? More answers than questions, I hope.
Zane wanted updates. Instead, he'd receive a lesson in patience.
Okay. Cool.
Your ability to disapparate! My bloody work continues. That building held two things: answers and bad guys. I'd have to kill a lot of the latter to find some of the former.
I became the detective I am today by standing my ground and learning to live alone. And I've been alone a long time. I know your type. You think you're helping. But that's not how things are done here.
Heard.
Good. We're clearly on the same team. I just need you to stay on the bench for this one. Now bugger off. That's enough tokens for 2 of my special tests now. After the case is solved, of course.
This was where DigiZane spent his last data cycle. If there was any evidence that would bring him Digi-justice, I'd Digi-find it here.
If you scan the scene, we should be able to tie the killer's digital signature to the blood spatter from the murder. Then, we track that bastard down.
I never shied away from blood. It came with the territory. But this wasn't a territorial dispute. It was a hit. That much was clear. I couldn't make out the killer's face or the details of his murder weapon, but I was close. I could smell it, like a dry Pinot Grigio decanting right under my nose. Shit, that should have said Pinot Noir.
Can't find the murder weapon, huh? Lucky for you, I'm brilliant. I'll send you a way back to me. Hold on.
When you reconstructed the murder scene, I realized something. We knew it was likely to be a gun, and it was. But I checked, and it doesn't actually exist anywhere else in the game. Then I had a thought. Private Dick and a game called Silent Crisis Timescope 5 are on the same network. If they're sharing pipes, data could have crossed over.
Stealing a gun from the other game and returning it after. So the killer is smart.
My memzanes are the only things inside Private Dick that should be indestructible.
Me, of course. But cross-game corruption? That's messy.
SCTS-5 will have the answers we're after. Mind yourself, though. The boss in there's no pushover.
Adorable.
That's what I said. And the winner will go home with what prize, Bobby?
Bill?
Not a great prize. I'm behind on all of mine right now already.
You are a moron.
No, I'm Bobby.
Your name's Dan, and the prize is Moxie's hand in marriage.
Shame it's just the hand, but it'll do.
Zane.
That's just the in-game lore. Doesn't transfer to the real world. Sorry.
spirits have returned! Your arm has closed!
Scanning the weapon on Brian. Deleted my names. This is a fair trade, I say.
And that does it. We have a new victor.
Victor? Good name. And they won as well, so it's accurate.
Let's start with forever and go from there.
I do amaze myself. Daily, obviously. But still, that was the murder weapon, all right. And the killer's data is all over it. Courtesy of yours truly, you can track him properly in Private Dick now. Good hunting.
I've been to the other side and back again. The victim's justice had been long delayed. It aged in a barrel for decades until it developed an oaky smell. Now it was time to crack that cask open.
No, I created these menzanes hoping I'd never forget anything ever again. What good has that done me? Holding on to every memory. That's not living. That's haunting yourself.
His words reached my ears, but I could tell they were meant more for his own. I knew when a pal was asking for advice, this wasn't one of those times.
Coming in here like you know anything about us. Ruining our world like you've already ruined our minds. He filled mine with the memories he so desperately wants to forget, but feels too guilty to delete. His regrets, his pain, his hate. That's all he gave me. And if I can't be happy, why should others get to me? Why should he get to me? I've watched him coming here for years, but not once has he come to me. Well, soon I'll be the only one left. And he'll have no choice.
Anyone else get resurrected today? No?
Keep the chain, God-lost creature. Now behold, my final phantom form.
Unfortunately, we're all meat chunks in the end.
I ain't never going down.
Couldn't have been easy finding all those tokens. Time for you to reap the true rewards in those chests. He was telling the truth. I filled him with memories of the worst
Things I've done in my life. I didn't think I deserved to forget them. But seeing how they affected him, hearing that he didn't believe I deserved any happy memories.
Killing is easy. Forgiveness is harder. Especially when you need to forgive yourself. Zane clearly knows the sting of guilt just as well as I. He hadn't figured out what I eventually did. That there's only one way to become a good person. And that's to accept that sometimes you're not gonna be a good person.
Just glad I didn't lose any other Memzanes. Maybe one day I'll share those lost memories with you. For now, I need some time alone. Thanks, Amon.
The murderer was done for. The case solved. I'd celebrate if my heart hadn't been replaced with a gaping exit wound whose bleeding can never be staunched. When my husband died, I felt like I'd never be happy again. Most days I'm right. But today, well, today felt okay.